He say, she say, we say, I say, hearing out them points of views when I see it my way. Yes it goes, yes it knows, maybe so's, probably not, shoulds and coulds, do's and don'ts, your wills and won'ts is how you rock. Politicians and religions, on your house or are you renting? Is you married, is you single, meta interest when you mingle, turn out to be someone you into, so how long before the bed get wrinkled? Children when they tripping, is it time out or do you whip them? Opinions and decisions, hunches, intuitions, may or may not get it, cause people's experience different. Check the prejudice at the door. Speak the mind, you give the flow. Tell the truth if it's sweet or sour, cause the hour we spittin' that fire.
Hello everyone, this is Spittinfire coming to you with the Snoop Dogg update. Okay, so we know recently Snoop Dogg had a lot going on, all right? And he just recently bought Death Row Records. He just had an epic halftime at the Super Bowl on Sunday, did a phenomenal job. And right at that time, he was charged with some type of sexual assault, okay? Now, I don't know if you guys notice the difference between Snoop Dogg and all the others that are charged with allegations, but there seems to be a difference. And the reason why I'm saying this is because all of the headlines like the BET, the Guardian, Rolling Stone, things of that nature, they have reported the same sexual assault case. However, it seems that they're playing it down a little bit. They're just playing it down. Why I'm saying this is because everything else they have been calling people their allegations, or they've been calling people victims and all that. Well, in Snoop Dogg, when I read the headlines when they pertain to him, it seems like he's getting a little bit more respect, benefit of the doubt, and they seem like they're not believing her. However, they won't say that because we're in a Me Too times up era, and that would be kind of, hypocrisy and contradiction, but I can tell the difference in the two stories, as I did with Trey Songz and him. Okay, so when I did the Snoop Dogg story, you can go back and look to that video. I'm just going to give you a brief outline of what the story was about. So she said she was in a gathering, at a gathering with Snoop Dogg and his friend Don Juan. If you don't know who Don Juan is, he is a pimp, okay? I don't understand how you in the industry and you want to claim a pimp. But I don't even think in the charges, she's suing Don Juan. She's only suing Snoop Dogg. So if you're saying both of them insulted you, why aren't you only suing one and not the other? However, I mean, that's just my take. I'm not knowing for sure because I haven't seen it, but I'm believing that it is Snoop Dogg because they're definitely not going to be saying a pimp sexually assaulted you. I mean, he in the game of pimping, you know what I mean? So if you are involved in hit with him, he's not snatching it. You working for him. But anywho, that's either here or there. However, Snoop Dogg, she said that they were at a party and him and the pimp Don Juan forced the penis in her mouth. Okay. Now, one story said that they were in the bathroom and Snoop Dogg pulled out his penis, forced it in her mouth while she was on the toilet defecating. All right. Now, when I read that part of the story, I didn't put it in my initial commentary that I did about a week ago when I broke the story about Snoop Dogg being alleged on sexual assault, because it just the stories that they can just go in and just make up, and it just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense at all. However, I don't even think nobody is even taking this case seriously. I don't even think that the media is taking it seriously. I don't even think anything. I think that they're just waiting to see. However, I don't really think so. And Snoop Dogg definitely wasn't worried about it at halftime when he was at the Super Bowl, nor his wife was, or no one else. It didn't even affect his performance. And the media is not even playing it up as they did everyone else who was charged with sexual assault. Well, Snoop Dogg has pushed back, okay? Him and his attorneys has pushed back. He has made a statement on Instagram. If you know Snoop Dogg, that's where you can find him at. And Snoop Dogg responded to the sexual allegations, okay, according to the BET Star. All right, and this is what I said because BET normally slams everyone else when it comes to these allegations, but they're giving Snoop Dogg the benefit of the doubt. Is it because of Snoop celebrity status. I mean, we know he's A-listers, he's iconic and everything else. Is that it? We don't know. But this is what we do know. Well, so was R. Kelly. So, and Bill Cosby, that wouldn't matter. But we know that Snoop Dogg, okay, so it says the allegations of sexual assault with Kevin Brodus, okay, known as Snoop Dogg, are simply meritless, and an official statement read, okay? So Snoop Dogg attorney and the people who are working for Snoop Dogg made a statement. Now, most people don't make statements at this time, but they're starting to make statements and push back. Rapper Snoop Dogg is addressing the recent allegations, okay, that were made against him by a woman who worked with him regularly on stage, okay? Now it's known who she was. She worked with him. So it wasn't as if she was a person who just met him randomly, as the initial allegations was trying to read. According to the Rolling Stone, the accuser, whose name was Jane Doe, in a complaint filed in lawsuit on Wednesday in Los Angeles federal court, 3 days before the Gin and Juice artist, okay, was scheduled to perform at the NFL Super Bowl halftime, okay? She claimed that Snoop Dogg and his associate, okay, assaulted her after she attended a Snoop concert at Club Heat Ultra Lounge in Athenium, California back in 2013. These old claims, and they come forward, they need to stop that, but they're going to force them to amend that law. I can tell you that because these women are abusing it. The alleged victim is seeking $10 million claiming that Snoop Dogg and Bishop Don Juan forced oral sex on her. On Friday, Snoop Dogg responded to the claims that insisted that he never had any sexual encounter with the woman. A spokesperson for the Super Bowl halftime performer said that the allegations were manufactured. The allegations of sexual assault by Kevin Brodus are simply meritless, the statement read, okay? And that was by People, according to People. They appeared to be part of a self-Richmond shakedown scheme by Jane Doe to extort Snoop Dogg right before he performed on the Sunday Super Bowl halftime show, okay? Adding, okay, her scheme, okay, involves concocting a legal complaint as a anonymous Jane Doe plaintiff, and knowing full well it could be a public document filed. This document late Wednesday, only 3 days before the Super Bowl. To be clear, Mr. Brodus had never had any sexual encounter whatsoever with the accuser. See, they calling her the accuser. Okay, now you notice the difference. They calling her the accuser, so they're giving Snoop Dogg all this respect. Every other athlete who is not as big as Snoop Dogg don't get it. They will call them victims. You see the difference between this, okay? So I want you guys to understand it's who they want to protect. It's who they believe. The hypocrisy of the main media and the main blogs. But let's get on with this. The statement says her shakedown scheme is a disgraceful. Her attempt to use the courts to advance this scheme is shameful too, and does a disservice to real victims who deserve to be believed. Okay, so they try to make sure they protect themselves, but at the same time, you saying this real victim stuff. The very same thing I've been saying for the last 4 years. The statement reads Rolling Stone notes. Now, Rolling Stone is a very biased site. However, they quoted from Rolling Stone. So they did a quote from Rolling Stone and People. So BET, Rolling Stone, and People are giving Snoop Dogg the benefit of the doubt because they're calling them accusers. But any other person, they will call them victims. Notice the difference in this, right? Further responding to the allegations, Snoop headed to his Instagram where he appeared to make a post referring to Jane Doe as gold digger. Okay, so this right here, and I'm going to show you this post that was on Snoop Dogg and what he wrote on February 9th at 3:07 a.m. Let's take a look. Okay, so Snoop Dogg wrote, "Gold digger season is here. Be careful, nephews. Keep your guards up," with the fist emoji, "and keep your circle small." So he got man with money, investigation, police reports. So he got all those emojis or whatever, right? And so this here is what I have been saying here on Spittin' Fire, how these women are women for profit. And that you can't decide who is telling the truth. And you can't pick who you want to believe, okay? It is what it is because these women all have the same stories, from R. Kelly to Bill Cosby to the athletes to the rappers and all this and that. So let's get back to the headlines of what it is that they were talking about. As Snoop Dogg, they was talking about the Snoop Dogg post, right? So the complaint filed by lawyer, okay, Matt Finkelberg, of the Derek Smith Law Group, And that law group sound familiar. I'm thinking that this law group worked with some other victims for profit. Described Snoop IG post as an obvious threatening against the plaintiff. It didn't say nothing threatening. It just said gold digger season. It didn't say nothing threatening. Okay. In other news, Snoop, the Cali rapper who had an epic performance at the Super Bowl halftime show on Sunday, recently become the new owner of Death Row Records and released his album BODR. All right. So you see how the media is playing it out, okay? Because had they didn't believe him and had they wanted to take him down, they would have talking about all his affairs he didn't had, or he went back in the day when he was charged, him and his bodyguard was charged. But this lets you know that the media is siding with Snoop and they like Snoop Dogg and they're not believing this accuser whatsoever. Unfortunately, all the other men don't get this benefit of the doubt and this bias-free coverage. However, but they give it to Snoop Dogg. Why is that? We're going to talk about it. No. Matter of fact, you talk about it below. Thank you for listening to Spittinfire. I'm your girl, Ari Jackson. This is Spittinfire. Fire out.